All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, Codename Agent. Who? Oh, it's Danger, god damn it. And we are back in the 5.9 beta APK test server, whatever you want to call it, man. And we going back to back to back with it. So I hope y'all ain't tired of me yet, man, because just like I promised in one of my previous videos, we're going to be taking our first look at Nimrod the Lesser, a new Sentinel uniform that we're going to be getting in the next couple of days. Now, keep in mind, everything you see here, everything I say in regards to what you see here is subject to change when the update goes live next Tuesday, rolling it Wednesday. They can buff them, they can completely change them from head to toe, but this is what I have available to me, so I wanted to show it to you guys and give you some feedback on it. So, Sentinel, uniform, not a character. Honestly, I'm very sad about that because I wanted Nimrod to come in as his own character because that gave me hope that we could get a Nimrod boss fight. Now, that's not necessarily dead in the water, but it's deader than I wanted it to be because I wanted Nimrod to be a tier 2 native that you unlock kind of like Silver Surfer from taking down a Nimrod boss fight like Master Mold, right? That's what I wanted for the character because Nimrod is supposed to be like the pinnacle of power that can rival like the strongest of mutants, right? Fortunately or unfortunately, this is how it turned out, right? He's a Sentinel uniform, and honestly, it's a good upgrade. It's a good look for Sentinel. It's gonna make him really, really good for PvE content. However, for me, that's not what I wanted, right? I wanted him to be, I've been pushing for it. Like, as soon as I seen that it was a possibility for Sentinel to get a uniform or for Nimrod to be in this update, I've been pushing for it. Like, I wanted him to be a counter for Jean Grey, the character that everybody except me loves to hate. Like, I love Jean Grey. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can hate on her all you want, but just know she'll erase you the moment she realizes that you're sending hate her way. Anyways, I wanted Sentinel to like become powerful enough, or I wanted Nimrod to come into the game and be powerful enough to like just completely body every mutant in existence, or pretty pretty close to it. Just be a solid counter for Jean Grey, and I'm not seeing that here. Then again, we only have one real PvP game mode. Like, I say real because the other ones are just like bots fighting bots, right? It's AI versus AI in Conquest and in AT, so I don't count those as legitimate PvP content. Just saying, hit me if you want, right? So I understand that some of you guys don't care to have more PvP characters, but one thing you do care about is Jean Grey and having characters that can counter Jean Grey because she makes your life a living hell, right? So I wanted Sentinel or Nimrod to come in and just body Jean Grey, but I'm not seeing it here. I'm not seeing what we needed to make like Jean Grey go bye-bye with Sentinel, but it could happen. It could happen, and I look forward to trying to make it happen consistently with Nimrod when the update goes live. We don't have PvP available to us on the APK. It's all bots, and it doesn't like scale enough for us to actually get a real fight. So we're going to test them out on the live server in PvP. But what I can say to you guys is that Sentinel is really good for PvE content right now because of the defense down and the amazing burst damage that he has on his 5th skill. He puts in work, and you're going to see that if you pick up this uniform, most definitely. And he still gets to keep this 25% attack buff that he had previously on his 2 skill, right? He could have gotten a little bit more, in my opinion. Also, for those of you guys who are wondering, he still has his heal, okay? It's still there. He did not lose his heal. You will see it later on in the video, okay? Let me show you guys the uniform options for those of you guys who are going to shell out some cash to pick up this Sentinel uniform and get it up to Mythic. So right here, we have Captain America in the team suit. Then we have Sharon Rogers. It's a dated uniform because the Star Knight armor is superior in every single way, damage, survivability, all that good stuff. But this is still a good uniform, so if you want to pick it up and get into Mythic to make your Nimrod better, more power to you, but ideally you should go for Star Knight. This is where the controversy is going to come in for some people because this is a premium character, and yeah, you're not going to have an easy time getting bios to rank him up. So yeah, that kind of sucks, or rank up the uniform, right? So you kind of have to build him if you want to make like your Sentinel like fully optimal for PvP, because this is an HP slot right there. Next up is Ant-Man Endgame. Best Ant-Man uniform pretty much ever out of all the ones he's ever gotten. Really, really good uniform for Ant-Man if you love him. Then we got Deadpool, another dated uniform here because he has two newer uniform that are just way better, like damage wise anyways, right? The holiday uniform is top tier, but it's not always on sale. And then we have the Lady Deadpool uniform, which is still better than this one. So yeah, just for you guys who want to actually work on Sentinel, I'm gonna use a Mega Mythic ticket on the uniform to get it to Mythic because I'm gonna max out Sentinel, right? I'm gonna try to get him in the top 200 at the very least, right? I'm probably not gonna give him like Odin's Blessings on my own account and stuff, but I'm gonna definitely push him and try to see if I can get him to be a solid G and Grey counter, because that's all I care about. I don't care about him killing it in PvE content because I have so many characters that can do that. But for those of you guys who are wondering, he puts in work now. He slays, he bangs, he crushes it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show it to you right now for any of you guys who care about that. Now, there's one really, really bad thing about Nimrod, and it may be a deal breaker for a lot of you guys. I'm gonna show it to you right now, actually. The fourth skill. Did you just see that? Like, I literally did nothing and it got canceled. Let me show you guys something really, really quickly in the preview menu. Skip to the gameplay if you don't care about what I'm gonna say, but it could basically be a game breaker for you and a reason for you to not buy the uniform. So just something for you to know. So this fourth skill, just take a look at this. Did you see what I just did? Every time you touch the D-pad after you use the fourth skill, you can immediately cancel the skill. You lose all the damage, you lose the defense down, you lose everything that's associated with the skill. Now, some people would say this is an easy fix, just don't touch the D-pad. Okay, did you also know that if you get guard broken after you slam down, right, you get interrupted and you could possibly not get the defense down or just lose most of the damage that comes with the skill? There is a really big Achilles heel to this uniform, and it's this. Like, the defense down is really, really good. This skill does a good amount of damage. It's really good for triggering your damage proc, because that's what you want to open with all the time. You want to just go like that, and then you just want to go like so. Or you can just skip the defense down for the first rotation and just use the laser beam and then follow up. But again, sometimes you're in the heat of the moment and you're trying to position yourself properly, and you will click the fourth skill like a moment before you stop touching the D-pad, and it will just completely interrupt the fourth skill and you get no damage. You know what I'm saying? And that could be the difference between winning and losing. That's really, really bad. And this is a skill that could probably blitz enemies and just completely crush them in PvP, because you can see it's guard breaking them. So if they don't have immunity to guard break for whatever reason, they decide to be foolish enough, right? And then you just immediately cancel out of your skill and lose all that damage. That really sucks. Now, he's not the only character that suffers from that. There's been a couple characters lately that got skills like that, where you lose some of the effects from not letting the skill play out fully. In recent memory, right here, we have, as you can see, Viper, Madam Hydra. You don't get the attack buff if you don't let her do that whip thing. Like, at any moment after she lands, you can just cancel the skill by walking away. But at least in her case, you at least get the summons to come out for whatever that's worth, right? But you lose the attack buff if you move, right? I don't know if this is something I like or not. Actually, I don't like it. I honestly don't like it, because the fight gets pretty intense sometimes, you know? And like, you touching the D-pad, just canceling out your skill, it doesn't happen for all of his skills, okay? It only happens for his fourth skill. So that could be a deal breaker for some of you guys, right? You can see all the other skills work perfectly fine. I can touch the D-pad all day long, but just this one. Okay, so let's jump back into some gameplay. All right, so we're gonna have to try not to get guard broken here, because we don't have immunity to guard break. We don't have an obelisk or anything on this guy. So like we got guard broken right out the gate, but we still got a little bit of defense down. Nice. Like he has way more damage than Sentinel ever did. So that's really good. And his heal is still there. You can see I just popped the heal. The heal is still there. It's just not listed, but it's still there. Nice. I think I'm gonna build them for PvP and try to see if we can do high levels in PvE. Because of the defense down, and it's 75%. So with Voodoo, you can bring it all the way up. Like, let me actually show you guys. Alright? You can abuse the heck out of it with Voodoo. But I just like using him with his own leadership because, you know, debuff immunity. That means Cull can't bleed me. Nobody can bleed me and I can just rock like that. Okay. Okay. You want to play with me? Nice. Now, this is decent damage. For not having a custom gear or nothing invested, it's decent damage. Nice. That's saucing. Let's try him against Thanos. And you gotta keep in mind that because hold up. Okay. I was gonna say because we don't have immunity to guard break, we're gonna get guard broken a bit. But I didn't have to say it. It just happened right out the gate. Anyways, one good thing about him though is just like Sabretooth and Lady Deadpool, he has that 75% defense down, so you can scale it to 112%, I believe. Alright? Using Voodoo or White Fox. So don't sleep on that. Okay? Don't sleep on that because my Deadpool can do like 85 because of that. My Lady Deadpool can do like 85 Proxima, 90 Corvus, and that's without a damage proc. Not saying Sentinel is going to be able to do the exact same thing, but I'm saying it's a possibility because he has that defense down. That 75% is no joke. Alright? Okay, I accidentally touched the force kill while I was walking. Splendid. Splendid. So basically you just gotta remember, don't touch the screen when you're when you're about to use your forward skill. Because then your forward skill go bye-bye, you get no damage, and that's it. It's really cool seeing them do the same thing I do. I was gonna say it's kind of like having a mini-me, but they're the same size as me. Can he tank this? I don't want to find out. Part of me wanted to find out, but I don't want to die because I don't want the fun to end. Ooh, come on, I got guard broken. Because the skill starts before boy, we go into the iframe. Definitely a big upgrade for Sentinel. Ain't no way a regular Sentinel was doing this kind of damage. Yeah, I think he's gonna require immunity to guard break regardless of the build, because there's just too many opportunities for you to get punished otherwise. The 5th skill can be guard broken before you jump into the iframe, so can the 4th skill. So yeah, I think immunity to guard break is absolutely essential for him. Okay, let's see if we can take one. Oh no, we cannot, because even like the residual like damage was enough to take off a chunk of my HP. Bro, I got guard broken without even realizing it. And I got guard broken there again. Okay, Thanos. Sanosuke, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Oh, wow. I was still walking a little bit and I canceled my own skill. Man, that's gonna be aggravating as hell. Like, for real? And I did it again! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. It's not even an idiot. This is like, it's playing the game, basically. You're trying to position yourself in the proper, like location, like, you know, to get the skill off safely, but like, man, it sucks. It sucks. Because that skill is really, really cool. I didn't want to get guard broken and then get stuck in the beam. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I died. That was my fault. I was being greedy. I was trying to see if I could just hyper beam him, but then he's like, listen, eat these blue balls and then die. Okay, that sounded really messed up. Anyways, moving on. General consensus here, he looks good for PvE. I'm hoping he's just as good for PvP. Hoping for, like, seriously, a lot, but I don't see enough to tell me that he's gonna be better than he was like before, right? Yes, the uniform is gonna add some extra damage and some extra stats, so he may be able to tank a bit more and do a bit more damage in PvP, but is he gonna be the counter that I wanted for Jean Grey? Definitely doesn't look that way. Am I disappointed? I would be lying to say I'm not. And that's not what I do on this channel. I tell you how I feel 100% of the time. Is it worth my money from the looks of it? Yes. Would I like more? Absolutely. But I always want more. It's me, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep in mind, this is a first impression. This is just a small taste of what the character is currently capable of in the APK. Things could change. They could change drastically. Hopefully, there's something they want to add in here to make him a little bit better for taking down Jean Grey. Because realistically, I don't see enough here to take down like this version of Jean Grey. But this version of Jean Grey, maybe. Because I think this version of Jean Grey might end up being a little bit weaker for PvP. We'll have to wait and see, right? But that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Hit me on Discord or on Twitter. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Be safe out there, man. Scary times. Also, if you want to know which skill he uses as a striker, it's this one right here, Natural Order. So, hey, maybe you could use him and get off some defense down. But I did a little bit of testing on my own, and it doesn't seem as though the defense down activates because he doesn't use the entirety of the skill. He just kind of leaves early. And yeah, the things don't come back to initiate the defense down. But hey, maybe it worked for you. Doesn't work for me. I'm gone. Peace.